bottom, those sit bones sinking into the seat of your chair. Bring your hands anywhere along your thighs or kneecaps. Close the eyes down or keep the eyes downcast. And just bring awareness to the rise and fall of your breath. So encouraging you to breathe in through the nostrils and out through the nostrils or mouth. Take your time when you breathe in, filling up as much as your lungs as you can, and then exhaling out through the nostrils or mouth. And just repeat this cycle of breathing 4 more times. And notice how your body is feeling. Notice the position of your body, where your hands are, where your soles of the feet are. Relax the shoulders, just drop them down towards the elbows. As you keep breathing in and out with your slow and easy breathing. All right. Let's breathe in, open our eyes, come forward, taking our hands and palms down towards the floor, but out in front. And then from here, we are going to draw the hands up towards the ceiling or bend the elbows. And then exhale, come back down, bringing the palms halfway down towards the floor. And then drawing outstretched or in puppy dog arms to then flow forward and then back up into a seated position. But just keep this flow happening, moving over the belly, drawing the elbows behind us a little bit more, opening through the chest and heart. Now you might find you can go a little bit lower down, you might touch the floor or just reach. You might take the elbows and stretch them out more. See what works well for you. You can take the gaze up to the ceiling and draw the gaze down towards the floor. Just warming up the spine, the back. We have 3 more flows here. Last one. And then release those hands just down by the side of your body. Heel toe your feet in so that the knees are a little bit closer to each other. And then just move your thighs and your hips further to the front of the chair. We're going to take the right hand and bend the elbow into half puppy dog arm. Or you can extend that hand out, stretch as far away from you as it feels comfortable. From here, we're going to take this right hand and come into the left knee or the shin or the ankle or the toes. And then we're going to bring that hand back up and away and then come back down again. Now, inviting you to follow the movement of your fingers and arm. And if you like, you can hold on to the support that's there for you with your leg of the chair. If it's getting tired, you can just bend the elbow rather than extend the hand all the way up and back. Just modify it by doing a smaller movement with your elbow, shoulder, arm, and hand. I'm just going to alternate. Let's do 3 more. This is number 2. And last one. Bringing up and over. And then bringing that hand to rest. Right hand to rest down by the right hip, leg on the other side. Okay, let's move over to the left side. We can extend the hand out or we can bend the elbow in puppy dog. So the movement from puppy dog arm is maybe you're just reaching the top of your thigh or your knee. Yeah. It's extended from left over, crossing over the body, might get down to the shin or the ankle or the toes or the floor. So we're just flowing from left over to right side. And you can alternate. Welcome, you can just bring the elbow movement through or extend the hand all the way up and over. Inviting you to follow the movement of your hand on the side. Breathe in as you come up, exhale to go down. Breathe in as you go back, exhale to come down. And I'll just do some smaller movements just with my hand, left hand in half puppy dog arm. Yeah. And some ones with the arm coming all the way back and all the way over. It's a bigger movement, so see what feels good for you, or you can just do somewhere in between the elbow and the outstretched hand and arm. So let's say we have 5 more flows here. I'll alternate elbow to lengthening that left hand. 2 more. This is my last one, thereabouts. You might be still moving that spine. I'm just going to bring that elbow and hand down by the side. Really nice to warm up the whole shoulder joint. Bring our feet in. Just release those hands down by the side. We're just going to now breathe in. I'm going to come forward a little bit as I lift my shoulders up towards my earlobes. And then I'm going to draw the back down and around. Just take your time breathing in as you draw up. Exhale to release. Feels nice to close your eyes down. Do that so you can just notice the rotation of the shoulder. You might find there's some bones crickling and crackling. I'm just going to change the direction of this flow. I'm now going to bring my shoulders up towards the earlobes and then forward and then drop them down. So I'm going the opposite way with my circular motion. Relax, release the fingers. Notice your feet connected to the mat and floor or carpet beneath you. Let's do 2 more shoulder rolls. Last. Now we're going to sway side to side. So the first part of this class has been working on our upper torso. Just swaying. You might drop the left or right side of the head down, depending on what side you're on. The ear comes closer to the shoulder. Feel the movement through the feet. Now I'm going to bring my right hand over. So moving windmill. This is with outstretched hands or with the elbow bent and smaller movements. Or somewhere in between. Enjoy, take it slower if you need to. If you're feeling comfortable, you can close the eyes down. Also grip onto the leg of the chair or underneath the seat of the chair if you need extra support. I'm just doing a smaller movement and then a bigger movement, just alternating. Nice to feel the weight shift from left to right, helps with balancing. It's like a seated balancing pose. Even though we're grounded, we are lifting through one side and then the other. Almost there. So we can speed this up. Just feeling the momentum and the wind through this windmill motion. It might be that we want to be slower. That's fine too. Whenever we come into our yoga practice or any kind of physical movement, let's tune into our body and see where it wants to go. Sometimes we have to just slow it down a bit, but still move. All right, that's 3. I think I've already counted. I forgot to count. 2, 1. Bring that down to ground at the bottom. My hands, fingers towards the floor and end. Nice to feel that heart rate move, pulse quicker. All right. So in my morning in-house class, we came and did quite a bit of chair running, which I'm going to do. We were practicing with weights, but imagine that in your hands, and if you do have weights at home, wherever you are, you can hold onto some weights, or you can just make fists of your hands forward. And I just want you to move your feet as if you were running, however that is for you. Some people are more flat-footed, some people hit the toes first, or it could be more the heels. So we're just tapping our feet on the floor, carpet, wherever we are, home, work, outside. Now I'm going to take the feet, I'm going to move my knees further apart. So I'm running out and then I'm running in. Running out and running in. See if we can do this more in the balls of our feet. It's a bit tricky, just take your time. So we're running more on the balls and toes of our feet. In and out. Let's bring that back in. And I want you to now run on your heels. We're just lifting our heels up and down. This really works the top of our thighs. You might want to hold on to the chair a few more times and then flat-footed. See if you can run or move those feet on very flat feet. Make your feet land evenly or thereabouts. Just little lifts, like pitter-pattering on the ground. And then run or move your feet and legs. That feels naturally for you while sitting in the chair. Let's bring our elbows, hands, making those fists. Keep moving our feet and legs. We can swing the hands across the body. It's a nice upper body stretch, or we can be more up and down, but we're still moving our feet. If you've slowed down, as long as you're lifting heels or toes. So I'm inviting you to come into a sprint with me for about 5 seconds. Are you ready? I want you to move your feet as fast as you can in your arms. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just slow it down almost there. Take the hands above the head if you like. Run out to the side, puppy dog, drop them down. We're going to do another sprint. Are you ready? As fast as you can. Go. Sprinting, sprinting, hands, moving those feet, however that is for you. Make a bit more noise. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Throw it down. And then stop. Find those slower breaths. Notice the heart beating, the leg activation, hey? Feels good. This is my second bout of chair running this morning. Now staying down in the lower part of our legs, we are going to bend the knee and lift the right ankle on top of the left knee. Otherwise, we're going to cross the leg over. We can bring a pillow and just cross lower down, okay? If it's can be challenging for many people to lift this leg and put the right ankle on top of the knee. So whatever that is for you. And we are going to move the knees more if it's lower down with the connection to the pillow. If it's up higher, just swaying, rocking. Just bringing emphasis into the knee and the hip and the thigh. Now from here, we are going to change. We're going to lift our hands, interlock them and bring them all around the top of our knee and take that foot off, or you could rest the foot there. You can have another chair, you could rest the foot on the chair. We're coming into folded pose. If you're lower down on the pillow or the floor, bring the hands around the knee and bring the upper body closer. So belly towards thigh, otherwise known as wind relieving pose. Great if you've got some gas or an uncomfortable belly. You're just lying on your bed, just holding it there a little bit longer. So when we lift parts of our body up, we activate our muscles in the upper body, our triceps and our biceps and shoulders. Let's move our ankles. If your leg is crossed, you're going to have to lift that leg up a little bit, or foot. Just circling one way. And then let's circle the other way. And then point and flex through the foot. And feel this tibia moving. The big bone there in that shin. And bring that leg down to rest. Yeah, just observe the side that you stretched, the side that hasn't had that focus as yet. Yeah, a bit more heat and warmth on this side. So we're going to cross the leg over low down at the ankle. Otherwise, we're going to lift the left ankle onto the right knee. And we're just going to find, this is known as half pigeon. But seated half pigeon, so it's looking to the hip and the knee and the thigh. Just holding that there. And now we're going to move the knee, swaying all that movement, knee to one side, knee to the other side. A little bit with our hip and our bottom. You lower down. Using more the knees. Keep going. Cross from one side to the other. And then release. From here, we're going to bend that knee and bring our foot up and our knee. And we're going to come into folded pose on this side. Holding that there. Hope you can still see me. There was a weird incoming call, which I shouldn't be getting. If you're still there, that's good. And then we're going to circle the ankle one way. If you're lower down, you can also interlock your hand and just lift underneath the thigh, circling. And then let's go the other way. And then let's point and flex. That's such a good stretch. Just activating our ankle, our heel, our toes, the front of our foot. And release. Let's bring that foot down to the floor. Take a moment. Notice again the rise and fall of your breath. It's always nice to take the opportunity to slow the breath in or the inhalation. When you're full of holding that breath, you can release out through the nostrils or mouth. Just releasing, emptying out, to then repeat. Most of the time we shallow breathe, so in yoga, bring that awareness if you can. Take a long, slow breath in, hard and show when talking, and then exhaling. So I'm going to walk my feet over to, it's my tissue, the right side. I'm going to drop my knee, outside knee, which is my left, down towards the floor. So if you've got a pillow or a blanket, you need that support to show you. Those that find coming all the way down to the floor. So we kind of shift off the seat of the chair, but if the knee has to be up high, that feels better. If you can come into the chair more, so that right buttocks is really firmly planted in your chair. And we're on the toes. We're getting a nice toe stretch. And just feel that for a moment. You can gently come onto the tips of your toes and then come onto the back of your toes. Yeah, and get a nice stretch in the arch of your foot. And just bringing awareness through the toes and the feet. And release. So I'm going to take my left hand in the air or bend the elbow. I've got my right hand on the top of the chair, or I could be holding the back of the seat of the chair. You can straighten that arm, or you can bend the elbow. If it feels comfortable, you can take both hands up or both elbows bent. So I'm going to breathe in here in this upright position. I can lift my head if that feels comfortable. And I'm just going to extend forward over that right knee and thigh, just lengthening outward. And then bend the elbows, so extend the hands coming back up. And then exhale to come forward. So just flow. You might find that as you come forward, you can reach the fingers further down to the floor. You might be able to drop your thumbs and hands and elbows behind the back of the head. So just gauge where that is for you. And let's swap. We can come onto the back of the foot just to give ourselves a nice front foot stretch. And then come back onto the toes. Gives you more stability when you're moving. Just finding this lovely flow. Breath in to come up, exhale to come down. Four more. Last one. Bring those hands down, just keep that body more upright, and then more upright. And then just release that back foot. Swing yourself down into the front center, back into seated mountain pose. And again, just take a couple of breaths here before we flow over to the other side. Now we're going to walk the feet and knees over to the opposite side. I'm going left, even more forward. We're going to come onto the ball of our foot. Yeah. Now you can bring your pillow if you've got one under the knee, or you can stay with the knee off the pillow and floor. And that just gives you a little bit more stability. So right hand to the back of the chair. We can just start with one hand, bend elbow, or lengthen. Or if you feel confident to bring both hands up straight away, that feels good for you, then do that. Oh, I forgot, before we rush forward, we're just going to come through the toes. So I come down and push the heel to the floor, and then lift up into the toes. So just start with a very slow, gentle movement. One more time through here. So bring that left hand up straight or bend elbow. Bring the other one or keep it connected to the back of the chair. Breath in. Exhale, just forward folding halfway over. You're not going all the way down to begin with, but just extending. Maybe it's more upright with your arms to then release, come back, and then come forward. And if you like, you can switch and come onto the top of your foot. Some really good ankle stretch. You can do a couple of those here and then return back to the toes. And if you want to go lower towards the floor, do so. Back hold your elbows and fingers. Just enjoy this flow. Feeling supported enough, you can close the eyes down. Three more. Last one, thereabouts. Slowly bringing yourself up. And then adjust your feet as we come to sit front on or facing forward. Find a place to rest your hands, fingers, relax the shoulders. See if you can draw them down towards the elbows, and the elbows are just nestled into the outside of the body, the side of the body, just to the bottom of the intercostal muscles there. Now we are going to come into a standing position for the next part of our practice. So just inviting you to push up off your chair, and I'm going to adjust my chair so I can be more focused. I'm going to bring my hands on my chair. And I'm going to take my feet and walk them away from the chair to a spot that feels comfortable enough for me to have support. Yeah. So traditional yoga, we forward fold, but we use the chair as a place to collect us. Yeah, because for a lot of people, the complete forward fold can be quite intense on the hamstrings. So we're just coming with hands. Or we might come with one elbow down and one hand lengthened. We could get a pillow and we could use that just to have extra support and height. So see where you want to go. You're dropping the elbows down. You can lift your hands to support the head, to cradle the head or under your jawline, which is a great stretch for the back of the neck. You can bend the knees as much as you need to, legs as wide as it feels comfortable. wherever you need to be. At any point, if you need to come back up, take your time. Okay, we're just going to be here for a little bit of time so that we can lengthen through the spine. You can either drop the head down, if that's for you, and you can hold onto the legs of the chair. And some people will drop their hands to the ankles or elbows to knees. So just taking our bottom out of the chair and placed our head there, or our elbows, or our hands. Remember all the different options. We can still have our hands and be very high up, which might be just what we need. That depends again on our lower back and spine, how tight the hamstrings are. So always change and adapt. You're in a posture and it's not feeling good for you, or you feel like you've gone too deep too soon, come out, listen to the body, and just modify the pose. If you're like swaying, and bend through the knees, slide from one side to the other, and be with straight legs. It's been so dry here, I have these bowls out for the birds. I've got these 2 sulphur-crested cockatoos that have really drunk the whole bowl of water. They're quite beautiful with the yellow. I forget what that's called, the yellow and the white. Sliding and bending. You want stillness, drop back into just keeping the body still. Whether you need to support with your hands. A little bit longer. All right, let's bring ourselves up, but just taking our time. We're in an inverted position, the head is lower than the heart, or thereabouts. So we just want to slowly bring ourselves back up. Bring our feet in. Bring ourselves just up to stand. So you could be using the side of your chair, just moving right up, just to bring yourself into standing mountain pose. Yeah, such a good one for our spine and the vertebrae. Just standing strong through our toes and feet. Also stand up against a wall and hold the chair for support. See if you can lift your chin and nose, which will lift the crown of your head. So we're just going to do some balancing postures. I'm going to stay connected behind the chair. I'm going to invite you to just come onto the balls of your feet. So you could be not holding onto a chair, but I recommend for just a little bit of having that protection or safety if you do want to fall out. You've got something to hold on to. So we're just coming into the balls of our feet. You can lift one hand up in the air. Focus on a point in front of you. We're just balancing through the lower part of our body, and then release. Sink the heels down and then lift your feet up, the tops of your toes. Yeah. And then bring the toes down and lift again through the ball into the toes. Lift your heels, sorry. So extending one hand up. We can even look up high with our gaze. Tilt the head back if it's not uncomfortable. And then drop the heels down. Lift. the toes. We lift the arches of our feet as far up as we can, sinking into the back of our heel. And then when we're up here, just scrunch the toes. Scrunching, scrunching. Great. And release. All right, let's come back to sit into our chair. Just do some shoulder opening closes. The position. All right. Just find yourself comfortable and grounded through your toes, feet. So I'm taking my right hand and I'm just going to bring it behind me. See if I can get behind the back of the chair. And I'm going to take the other hand behind. So it might just be specified this way. Sorry, changing again. See? So it might be that you're just connected this way. If you can shimmy the shoulder blades in and grab one hand to the wrist, or it could be the other hand to the wrist, or we're interlocking our hands, trying to bring the palms in, wherever that is for you. So it could just be that our hands are here. We're trying to bring them in together with the palms, one hand to wrist, or interlocking. And from here, we're going to lift our hands if they're free. We're going to try and draw the pinky away from us. Yeah? We've got one hand to the wrist. We're trying to lift that palm towards the back of our head. If our hands are connected in, we're trying to draw the pinky up towards the back of our head. We can drop the head back if it feels comfortable, or just lift the gaze up a little bit. Just holding that here for 5 cycles of breath. Make the nice and slow breaths in and nice and slow breaths out. We're just peeling the shoulders back, opening the lungs, the upper abdominal area, the chest, the heart space. If your head's dropped back, we'll be opening and making room into that throat area. Stretching the jawline and the back of the head and neck. And on the next exhalation, slowly you drop the head back, bring it forward. Release the elbows, the connection with hands to wrist and the hands behind you. Draw them back towards your thighs or legs, knees area. So I'll stay here because we're just going to venture into a twist. And I'll show you from this end. So I'm taking my feet and legs over to the right side. Yeah. And then I'm taking my hands and I can connect to the side of the chair or to the top of the chair. That's going to be more of a deepening of the twist. Yeah. I could even have my hands to the outside of my thigh if that's as far as I feel that I need to go today. So here, here, here. You might even be able to walk the hands further around. So we're twisting that upper torso. So just be gentle. So maybe start low and move the hands up. Take the gaze over the shoulder, right shoulder, if that's there for you. Or maybe the head's going the other way. Just sit and breathe in and out through the twist. If you want to go further, you can extend the right hand out and away. Try to bring the knees in, but if they want to be apart, that's fine. Push your feet into the floor a couple of times to release. You can also take that hand behind the back of your head, which will lift under the breast and armpit and just draw everything up and back and draw that elbow tool away from you. So all these little extra bits we can do, or you can always draw things in. So in yoga, there's more of an inward or pushing away. And release. Great, that feels good. Let's walk the feet over to the other side, just taking your time. Both hands to the inside, outside of that outside leg, or hands to the lower part of the chair or the upper part. We're taking that gaze over the left shoulder if it feels comfortable, or more over towards the knee, outer knee. Just feeling the twist. If you want to extend the arm out, you can, or draw it, the elbow hand behind you. Breathing and relaxing into where the twist is happening for you. Might be more on the hip, it could be more the outside of the chest, it could be in the neck area. And then everything back in, walking yourself back out. And bringing yourself back into that seated position, coming to the end of our practice. We're just sitting back in the chair, resting right into the back of your chair. Rest your hands wherever you like, could be across the belly or into the heart space. I'm going to do hand to belly and heart space for a moment. And close the eyes down. Just again, just scratch a little bit through the toes and the soles of your feet. Feeling into your presence here upon the seat of your chair within the room that you occupy. Noticing the sensations through the body, through our practice today. Getting into the joints and the ligaments, the meridians, the muscles. So as you sit there, just to enjoy this quiet time before we close our practice, just share a beautiful, very lovely anonymous quote. It says, "I opened 2 gifts this morning, and they were my eyes." So just bring your hands into prayer if it feels comfortable, or wherever you've got them connected. Just finish our practice with an Om, and this Om is for you. Take the Om, the sound that you make, the sound that you can hear, and bring that into your heart space. So taking a breath in together. Om. Lovely. Thank you for practicing chair yoga. See you next Tuesday if you're around for Express Chair Yoga. Enjoy this day. Namaste.
See you.
Hi, Josh.
Hi, Sophie. How are you?
Good. Good to see you. How are you?
Good to see you. Yeah, no, really well. Thank you.
It's nice weather outside today, so hopefully get up there soon.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get you spotlighted here. There we go. Spotlight for everyone. Oh,
Yeah.
perfect. How are you going today? You good?
I'm good. Yeah, it's getting colder again. I don't know, this weather
I
keeps.
know. It keeps changing. I know you can't predict it. It's all over
Yeah.
the place. Yeah.
Yeah.
We were the same yesterday. So it looked like it would be really, really hot again, obviously, and then we were out in Liverpool, kind of got cold, started drizzling out of nowhere. I was like,
Oh,
what?
are you in Liverpool?
Not now, but we were yesterday. Yeah, we were at the
In
one of the schools
Sydney?
in Sydney. Yeah.
Oh, I live in Liverpool.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get you to do some in-person dance classes for the kids then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure they'd love that. Oh, we'll have to keep that in mind for sure then, because we do a lot of work out in Liverpool, in
Yeah, next time we should catch up.
100%, definitely, yeah,
Yeah.
certainly. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
awesome.
All ready to go?
Yeah.
Uh, it's recording. Uh, I'm not sure if are we going to record the session or stop the recording. I don't mind.
I know it was recording from the last one.
Yeah.
Would you like? If no one's asked you to record it, then, we
Yeah.
don't have to. Would you rather it not be
Mm,
recorded? Yeah. Oh,
yeah, I don't mind. Yeah, it's fine.
awesome. I'll stop.